We think our son Alfie is the head off Paddy the Baddy.
He's not.
He is,
we
though,
just say
the
that.
blonde hair.
He's got
and
curly blonde hair.
And he's got a chubby face, and that's Paddy the Baddy.
Sharing that at the time would have felt, I feel like, as they should, women would have been like, fuck that, he should be home. And in a normal world, maybe you would have been able to take time off and stuff, but it's just different. It's short-lived.
It's very hard to explain to people that.
Would Alfie play rugby for Ulster, do you think?
We've had a stressful week.
We've had a wee bit of a stressful week.
The podcast launch has been very stressful, but I think it's gone down.
I have
relatively
not slept
well.
a wank all weekend because I've been so anxious.
We've been apart for the weekend, so I didn't see you.
I was in Derry and you were in...
I was in Liverpool. And you arrived home to Dublin last night, and we went for a pint with our friend Senan, who's a very good friend, who calmed you down a bit. But you arrived back in Dublin, someone like wound you up because we had just launched it, hadn't we? At 7 or at half 7.
I was driving and I got the text being like, we're live, and I honestly... My palms, I could barely fucking touch the steering wheel because I was sweating so much.
I had forgotten that. Not that I'd forgotten,
I
but I
rang him and I was like,
a,
"It's 7 and they haven't launched it yet. Maybe they're not going to do it tonight." And he was like, "Oh fuck, is it 7? They're doing it at?" And I was like, "Conor, not like nothing takes a wrinkle out of you."
You need two types of people in this, but you take the whole stress for everyone.
I have my family
burst in the door
this weekend.
What we were going to the tap house in Ranelagh, sending our friend who had organised it, and then you were like, why are we going there? We can't go there, like there'll be other people there, and we've just launched it, as if like it was the biggest news in the world.
But whatever's happening to you, you're like, everyone's looking at me.
Yeah. And then the food wasn't, you didn't want to type food on the menu, and then you had you had one small beer, and we calmed down, and then we were like, this is lovely. And our friend Senan watched the teasers.
We made him watch the whole thing.
Yeah. And he settled everyone down.
Everyone, my whole family this weekend watched the whole thing and be like, tell me honestly, am I a dick? And they were like, well, you are, but you come across grand.
And they're all afraid of you, so they're never going to tell you that. I went to Liverpool.
We kind of have been long distance this week because we live in Dublin. Your family's in Limerick, my family's in Derry, so we don't have any like help here, like minders from our family.
No, zero.
So because you were going to Liverpool, I don't like being alone with my own thoughts. So me and Alfie headed up to Derry for the weekend.
Especially with the podcast hanging over your head. Yeah, so you got out of town. And,
Anfield, tell me about Anfield. Tell them
Anfield
about Anfield.
Was unreal. So I brought my friend who is a big Liverpool supporter, and his brother is too, and then me and Senan went along with him. It was class to go there. Never been to Anfield before. You'll never walk alone. The video I had up was just class. And then honestly, the game was shite. There was nothing to play for. Like they're qualified for Champions League, so the atmosphere was okay. One thing, we were in the Adidas got us into the box, so we had a little pre-game lunch, and Paddy the Baddy, Paddy Pimblett. She knows who Paddy Pimblett is now because we think our son Alfie is the head off Paddy the Baddy.
He's not.
He is, though. The blonde hair.
He's got curly blonde hair.
And he's got a chubby face, and that's Paddy the Baddy. And we were in this Adidas box, and the MC, he came over and chatted to me, chatted to another few people, but obviously Paddy Pimblett didn't want to be bothered because he's obviously the biggest star in the room, and he didn't get questioned, and he had a vibe that he wasn't taking photos because I really wanted to pothole him and get a photo with him and then show Alfie, and then I was like, right, I'll do it after the game. And then we all went in for the food after the game, and he just hightailed it out there, so I missed my chance.
No, fuck's sake. Like you were like, the game shite. I sent him, I forgot where he was, and I was couch shopping, and I sent him a picture of a couch, and then I deleted it, and he was like, what did you delete? And I was like, a picture of a couch. I didn't want to be hounding you. And he was like, send it again, the game's shite. Here you go, what do you think of this?
It was 1-1, and it was just, it was a poor game. But Liverpool, mad city. We went to, what's the street called? The first night we got there Friday, we went to Matthew Street. Is like, it's like Magaluf or something. There's
be careful.
Like people trying to pull you into their bars, give you free shots on the street. And I had a friend who lived in Liverpool, and I texted him, and he hadn't got back to me. But it was when we were in the Dubliner bar in Matthew Street. There was a football.
You wanted a few wee pats in the back.
Yeah, I wanted a few photos. Yeah,
straight to an Irish bar.
Always a good idea. In the box, the MC introduced me, like, because it was through Adidas, so like he knew he was expecting us, and then we were sitting at a table and there was a guy who owned a scaffolding company who had his daughter there, and he had no interest in us. And he was just like, "Hey mate, how are you? You're a Liverpool fan?" No. And then he just turned around, and then because we were at a table and we arrived a little bit late, so the two lads had to sit on the far side. We just sit here with me and Brendan, and then your man introduced me. You played for Ireland, blah blah blah, and then the scaffolder was like ears perked up, and he was all about like chats, and we got a photo with his daughter and everything. Like people are just like that fickle world.
Fickle people.
Celtic is another one we'd have to go to. Another bucket list thing.
Sweet Jesus
we're going
Christ.
through the bucket list now.
Have you seen his bucket list?
This
and
is
new things get added every week because he ticks them all off. There's no everything. My brother's Tommy,
the
amount of things he went
to
last year, and justified it by being like, "Look, Joe, it's a bucket list thing. I have to go."
It's running out. I'm running out of excuses.
If I
for
hear
the
bucket list one more time, so much so that he texts my brother being like, "There's another game coming up," and he's like, "Look, man, I have to go to bucket list," and he was like, "Fuck you and your bucket list." Surely there's a limit on bucket list items per year. There should be a quota. I haven't had any bucket list items. Oh, what's on my bucket list?
Yeah, what is there?
Well, to be fair, I don't really have one.
Yeah, you see,
this so I can't really tick it off if I don't have one.
I'd love to go where?
Your bucket list is my bucket list, love. I just want to come. Like he goes to Monaco, he goes to the Grand Prix.
I don't go to Monaco. I've been there many times.
No,
I don't go.
He goes.
Do you know what I mean? Like,
he frequents. I take
Monaco. The boat down every year. Yeah. No, I don't.
You're playing this down. How many times have you been there? 3?
2.
3.
I think it's 2.
I think it's 3.
Okay.
I think anything over 2 means you go.
So we launched it last week and we've gotten feedback. We did the question box.
Yeah.
Actually a good bit of feedback, but did you get anything of note from friends or any?
No, because I had already told everyone. Well, actually, a couple of people I hadn't told at all, and they were like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah.
I keep saying "What the fuck" when I listened to last week's episode. I was like drunk every time you hear "What the fuck."
Did you really?
Yeah, I said a lot.
Foul mouth.
Because you haven't listened to last week's episode.
I
before
have.
It went
I
live.
absolutely have. You can't say that in front of them. I like to just do it. Give my all in it. Like,
see the way he was shocked there, did you?
Lean into it, do it, and then I just don't like watching myself back. I think that'd be a lot of people are the same. And if you give me, if you say it's good, then I have an easy week. I got obviously through rugby and having played rugby, I'm still in the WhatsApp groups and stuff. So much slagging. Like one of them was like, "I bet you're happy you don't have to walk into a dressing room tomorrow," because once that launched, it's just an easy target for lads. Yeah. And they're slagging on WhatsApp groups, but overall, people are supportive, I think. Anyway,
dare faces.
Right, will we go through the big question? Is how did we meet? And we've gone through that, but the second most asked one is the Derry situation and how did we decide to move back there? So how did Derry win over Limerick? Limerick was like, I took you came from London to Limerick, and
only you can say that because you grew up there.
Yeah. Limerick's a beautiful town, but like it was somewhere you weren't used to, and you being a hermit, you were just in Castletroy in the house for 7 years. I didn't see much of Limerick, but like you had always said, sorry, straight to Derry. You always said we'd never. You probably wouldn't see yourself back there. I didn't want to move back
to Derry solely because I left when I was 20, I think, and now I'm 32. So I spend so much time there. I'm always back there because I'm so close to my family. I'm back there all the time. So I was like, I think we'll live somewhere else and always just go back. And you're really close to my family as well. Yeah.
And since Alfie arrived, I think has changed our whole perspective.
As soon as we had Alfie, both of us were just like, that feels like where we need to be right now. We need him to be around. Now we have a gorgeous niece on your side. Your sister Sarah had a niece the same age as Alfie. Yeah. But we didn't have any younger kids on your side at the time. So there's a tribe of them on my side, and as soon as we had him, we were like, he needs
and you know what?
pals.
Seeing him like socialise with them now,
oh
or
my God,
like play with the nephews and all. It's huge.
We have 2 nephews, Theo and Arlo, and to be fair, they're brothers, and they are kind of identical, and he calls them both Arlo, and both of them are. He's like, Arlo,
and they're like, there's 2 best friends now, like so. I think because I think it was initially I was like, let's just go back there.
You love Derry from the
I
start.
love Derry. Yeah, Derry's a class city, and the fact that the family's there and the help, and we're building our house up there, and it'll be lovely lifestyle.
And we had a great time in Limerick when you were playing because we had such a nice community.
Limerick wise as well. When you were retired from rugby, I spent my whole life there playing, and we lived quite close to the Munster training ground. And it wasn't that you wanted away from.
Just wanted separation.
You wanted a fresh start, like that chapter. I'm very much like that chapter's over.
Yeah.
Onto this.
But when we lived in Limerick, we had such a gorgeous group. Like.
Yeah, a lot of them.
And then they all kind of
teammates and partners, and you got on really well with the partners and all, and great social group. But then they
all started to move
a lot
away.
Of them, everyone, life goes.
Everyone either moved clubs or
moved
retired.
Clubs or have kids, and you don't see people as much. It was nice to just close it off. Yeah. I'll obviously be back there a lot with my family, but I think Derry made sense. Yeah. Made sense for the foreseeable.
Foreseeable. I'm like, wow.
Because every decision is reversible. That's a big thing.
We went into this, and we always say this to each other.
It's
we both
always
have
reversible.
Nothing is permanent, and it's something that's really good to think of. Neither
it's
of
like
us are set
thing.
Anywhere.
Yeah.
Even though we're building a fucking
lovely house.
forever home.
Yeah.
But it can be sold, or you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's from my mentor. I have a kind of mentor through the Irish team. Brian Crowley's his name, and he just advises us on all this stuff, life things, and he's like, "This you can if you go up there,
everything can be undone."
We think I think, and you think it'll be an amazing Derry adventure. And while Alfie's, even if he grows up there.
But I'd like to live in Australia.
Say he got to 10, and we're like, fuck it, like. I don't care what he plays, but just example, like he loves rugby and he wants to play rugby.
Would Alfie play rugby for Ulster, do you think? Tumbleweed.
It will be his choice, obviously. He'd never force anything on anyone, but he might be pushed in
a different
nudged in a different direction, yeah. There'll be loads of Munster pictures in our house. So we'll see. But again, it'll be his call, won't it? No, sorry, I love playing in Ravenhill, but you get such abuse. Yeah, but that's enjoyable. The abuse side.
It's not enjoyable when you're in the stands. Here, like, it was the worst I've ever been to. They were roaring at me. No, they were roaring about me.
You only went there, about you, yeah. Oh, it's like a football-y kind of atmosphere. That was your first time in Ravenhill, and I went up on the team bus, played the game, obviously, and she had just bought. It was a new enough Mini Cooper you had bought.
I just passed my test the week before.
Passed her test, drove up, and I was like, cool. Like leaving the apartment this morning, I was like, "Where's your car keys?" And like, in my car. Your car could be the easiest car to be robbed in Dublin.
There'll be stuff in it.
There's makeup in it. And then after the game, you were driving to Derry, from Belfast to Derry, and you parked on the far side of Ravenhill. Walked up to your car, 2 front windows are down. Like she had left it there for like 3 hours for the game, the whole lot. 2 front windows down. This is how lucky Joanna is. On the front passenger seat is her laptop, an Apple laptop.
I have
all
lucky
her
tattooed on my
belongings,
back.
my suitcase for the weekend or whatever, all like, and nothing touched. What surprised you both the most about since you both became parents? Like
fucking everything. Absolutely everything.
How much you have to wing it, not wing it, but how much
you're learning
people
on the
give
fly.
you advice and be like, what you need to do is for sleep and routines and blah blah. But I just realized you just have to go through it. You have to experience all the like scary bits and get used to it on your own.
Yeah.
With people helping you, but like you just have to. I think I don't know, scary moments when they're sick or like first time they vomit or so. Like it's
by the sheer anxiety that comes with it. Like no one can prepare you for how scary it is to own a human.
Yeah.
Like you're solely responsible for them.
Your anxiety goes up
like,
from whatever level it was. It just stays there now because every day you're just like. You're worried about something with
and you can never ever ever switch off from. You can never go back to your mindset from before. Like no matter if you think, oh, we're taking a break, we're having a date night or whatever, no matter what, you're constantly always being like, but is he asleep or what's he doing or what? There's never a switch off.
So
in a good way and a bad way, but
like
there's you can't go back.
Stress.
I always thought before I had him I would be so chill, we'll still do everything we want to do, blah blah blah. No. It just changes. You do change. What
in
the best way possible.
What happened the other night? You had like ridiculous motherly instincts.
Oh,
when he was getting sick?
He was sick, but
He's across the hall from us now in the apartment, so he's
so
probably
he's in
10
his
metres
room,
away.
but we keep both the doors open and a monitor. We're a bit,
Yeah,
what's that, helicopter parent?
yeah. I definitely am.
But I went to sleep and then I woke up and I was like, I'm just going to go check on him. So I went down and checked on him. He was fine. And then I was like, I'm just going to go check on him again for literally no reason. And as I got up to go on, he vomited. And I was like, there was something obviously in my head that
You
he
could hear
wasn't.
him
I heard it as wee noise.
Pre-vomit noise.
Again, that's another thing. Another bug this week since last week.
Yeah.
Another bug this week. Yeah. I know it's fucking noisy on them.
It's
They've been
constantly
licking
snotty,
everything.
isn't it? Yeah. Right. Joanna, how did you find adjusting to parenthood? 9-week-old and found the start so overwhelming.
Oh my God.
Well, this is great for you to answer because I was gone for a lot of the...
So I
for the
never
first,
shared
like,
this
12 weeks.
online mainly because I didn't want you to get any hate because you were so sad about
No,
not
bring
being
the
there.
heat. Yeah.
No. That's why I want to explain it.
Yeah.
Like,
No, sorry, it's so unavoidable.
I think people don't get sometimes. Also, people think you played rugby as like a hobby on top of a normal job.
That's
That
as
has come up
a side
before,
piece.
as a
that's
side, like, how often do you train?
I
He's
would have
like,
gotten that
I go on every day.
throughout my career, like full-time rugby player, and they're like, and what else do you do? Do you genuinely do? And do you?
So when people realise that he has to go on to camp at certain times of the year when you were playing,
Yeah.
it's not optional. It's either you don't
You can't take a few
play
days
in your
off. Like,
position or you go on. So we knew this going on. We knew Alfie was due in November, start of November. We ended up having him in October.
Yeah.
But we knew the schedule. So
I was in South Africa.
yeah. So Conor was in South Africa when I went into labour, but you were on your way back. We'll
All
do all
very
that later
meticulously
on.
planned with our...
Yeah, we planned it, but Alfie was a big baby, so he was a big guy. I'm a small lady. I was getting induced, so I got induced on the Monday, I think it was, and we knew Conor would be in South Africa. So my
I was en route
best
home.
friend, you were en route home,
Yeah.
drove me in, which was the nicest thing ever for us. She picked me up, drove me into the hospital. I got induced with her there, and then they swapped over, so Conor came. Then we did the whole thing. But I had Alfie on a Tuesday. We left hospital on the Friday, and he had to go
Yeah,
into
we had a
camp
few
on the
days on us.
Sunday for
Yeah.
6 weeks.
Yeah.
So
Let's go, yeah, straight to Portugal. So out of the...
Yeah.
Which was... That was... Yeah, well, actually...
It was
I
so
all the
hard
lads
on
were like,
you.
oh, you're getting great night's sleep. Like, you know, you're in camp. And I was like, no, it's
but
too
you
weird.
weren't
It
because
felt really
your
weird.
phone was on loud, and anytime I
Yeah.
needed anything, obviously.
Yeah.
But sharing that at the time would have felt, I feel like, as they should, women would have been like, fuck that, he should be home.
Yeah.
And in a normal world, maybe you would have been able to take time off and stuff, but it's just different. It's just,
such a...
it's short-lived.
It's
and
very
it's
hard to
different.
explain to people that,
Yeah.
like, you just have to go.
Yeah.
Like, it's your country, and you don't get to do it for that long. And it's not like a normal job where you can like take a few days leave
Yeah.
or whatever. Like, obviously having a child, and
Because
then
it's seasonal. Like,
yeah.
there's a tournament on.
Obviously, in 23, my dad had an accident. Remember, he had an accident, and he was in hospital, and we didn't know it was really serious. And I was due to play France at the weekend, but there's no other job in the world where like it's something so serious is going on, either a baby or whatever, and then in the back of your head you're like, do I?
You
when
can't
do I-
press pause in the
Yeah,
game. You can't go, can you
can't
hold off till next
Yeah,
week?
it's just it's so hard to explain to people.
So he went away on the Sunday, and
Yeah, so you were
I got thrown into the deep end. When I say like submerged, but it was, I think now looking back, it was the best thing that could have ever happened, because I was able to get to know him really well on my own and get under our own wee routine. But I was in Limerick, and my
and
family
you had
were in
family
Derry.
down for a
So
while at
my
the start,
two
which was
sister-in-laws
a
came
huge
down and
help.
were incredible for a week. They came down and helped us get on their routine. And then I got in the car then and drove, and it took me like 8 hours
Sorry, yeah.
to Derry, because I was like, fuck this, I'm not being here by myself. Drove to Derry with the newborn in the car. Had to stop obviously 100 times.
That
And
actually, thinking back, that
was insane.
Wild.
That was insanity.
Yeah.
So the first few weeks, it was just me and Alfie. And
Sorry, yeah. Get back to Meg here. She's
Yeah,
looking for
sorry,
some
Meg.
advice.
Just
Everyone feels the same.
No, it's so short-lived. Everyone feels the same. It is the hardest thing ever in the world, but it's also, you'll look back and be like, I wish I could go back and I just picture myself in bed, and obviously they wake 2,000 times a night, but I was watching Motherland on Netflix, and it was the coziest feeling ever. And you're so tired, and you're fucking after you're like sweating, it's just the worst but best thing ever.
Yeah.
But it's so cozy to think back on that now, and he's just in the wee bassinet beside you and you're watching something. Like, lean into it as much as you can and take all the help that you can get. But it is the most special time and also the hardest, so I feel for you.
Yeah. When is Joanna at her most civil? I've heard that one before.
I would be wild civil.
You're wild civil, which some people will understand. And you're most civil.
The fact that you have to think really long about this is...
You're civil all the time, but like
thank
there's
you.
certain times where just think when you're at your most civil.
Okay.
I would say your favourite like place in the world is like in the bathroom in front of the mirror doing your makeup, playing with your makeup. That's your little...
That's what I want, my happiness.
Yeah, and
happiest
civil,
part.
that's when you're calm and me and Alfie can't get in trouble. That's where you're just playing with your makeup toys, which Alfie has started doing now as well.
I know.
Yeah, he comes
sits
in and does his nose.
whenever I'm doing my makeup and he's like...
And he also he robbed your rings the other day, didn't he? he put them
all
all
my
on, like all
rings
his
on.
fingers, and we were watching him obviously because they're small. And he just went out and sat in his seat and he was watching TV like this.
Like this, holding them on his hands.
And then
And
he
Conor
looked
was
at
like,
him,
oh...
give me them. Helicopter parent. I was like, how many did he have? Yeah, you're civil a lot of the time, Joe. A lot of the time, yeah. You'd be
Thanks,
wild
Conor.
civil.
I would be. You'd be civil enough yourself.
Thank you. Jamie B. Connor's dairy recommendations versus yours.
For food.
For food. Dairy food was an eye-opener for me.
I love it. Dairy food is the best food ever.
Yeah, it is. But what's the main ingredient? He just loves sauce.
We love
You have
sauce.
sauce on everything.
We love sauce and we love tobacco onions.
Or like, you could go down a rabbit hole of this. Like, so you do like a Chinese up there.
Yeah.
There is 40 Chinese restaurants in Derry, but what I couldn't get over, like if we're in Limerick, say we just know you're Chinese, the one you want to get is like whatever, Peony Court in Limerick, and you order it. Every Saturday you're up in Derry and Joanna's family want a Chinese. It's like the doll meeting up because like it is... They are like, one brother will have an opinion on the curry sauce from X place last week wasn't
Because the
great.
chow mein's good from the Mandarin,
Apparently
but the
this
curry
chef
sauce
is
isn't great.
this chef is now at this Chinese restaurant, and you're all like rating, reviewing, and genuinely an hour and a half before.
Every week.
It's
There's
so- it's
never,
so
we never
funny
just
to
go,
listen
will
to.
we get a...
Yeah, we'll
here?
get it. Yeah.
It's, will we get here? But will we get here? Because last week the curry sauce was shite from
And
there.
you like an old deal
But
as well. Like the curry sauce is cheaper than this
That
one.
is a
yeah.
lie. You're just adding that on.
I've heard one of your brothers say that before, and it was like 20 pence in the difference.
No.
But it is. It's like a big thing to decide.
We do. We
Yeah.
fucking love Chinese food.
Yeah.
And it's not even. It's Derry's version of Chinese food.
Then like
Salt and chili chicken.
spicy chicken
No,
pasta.
and spicy chicken pasta.
Yeah, is a huge dish up there.
But sometimes it's good in the exchange. Sometimes it's good in the magnet.
Yeah,
It depends on the day.
and the portions are fucking huge.
Portions are massive.
It's like
But like
nearly
genuinely,
going to like
we
America.
have our own cuisine. You
You
can't
do.
get dairy food in Limerick or in Dublin. You can't.
What's the other one?
You're not getting Spanish chicken, garlics, and tobacco onions. And
Yeah.
do you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's their own language up
like
there.
stringy, long, crispy.
They're crispy onions basically, but they're
No, they're nicer.
Yeah, you can't.
And you get like a Louisiana sauce or a chorizo sauce or whatever, and then you get your spicy chicken pasta. But some people do it with peppered sauce. Some people do it with...
Yeah, but there's sauce already on the pasta.
Oh, you don't add sauce onto the pasta.
No,
but you do add the
hold on,
tobacco onions.
you'll always order like a side portion of
sauce for
sauce
dipping-
or
for
gravy
dipping your
dipping.
garlics.
Yeah, dipping your garlic. It's you're different breed up there.
You need a dip. Or like we went to the exchange at the weekend, and I love going to the exchange for
Yeah,
lunch.
it is
So
a lovely
good.
spot,
You
yeah.
like there too. But Conor is
The
like
recommendations.
Asian fusion.
Yeah.
And you don't go to Derry for Asian fusion.
You do now.
He's like
You
fucking
do now.
Nobu,
Umi.
Koya. Umi
Jesus
is really good.
Christ! Don't be painting me at that.
I'm up there scraping the pennies for different curry sauces, and you're fucking Koya.
Okay, an interesting one which I think people are looking for is from Eljo. Please do an agony aunt style Q&A, but dilemmas from married people. Do you think we're qualified?
No, absolutely fucking not. But I do think we have loads of stories that we can tell you, and you can take from it what you
Take what you
will.
want, yeah, rightly or wrongly. Yeah, I think you'll realise that so many people are in the same boat, just winging it.
Oh,
slightly.
we've never had an
Yeah.
original experience. That's one thing we've learned. No one has ever had an original experience. So
That's a hot take.
hot take.
That's a hot take.
So yeah, we'll do our best. We'll
I'd
tell
say,
you
yeah.
our stories.
Oh yeah, fire out how we would see it, or
Yeah, but we
how
also,
we've managed to
we
survive
need you
so far.
because we need stuff to talk about. So I fire
Yeah,
away.
fire away, lads. In the email or the question boxes, we're gonna
What's
have.
email? What's email, Conor? Happily married. pod@gmail.com.
See, well done, Joe.
Yeah.
Did we finish that?
I feel like we finished that, wrapped it up
I think
nicely.
that's a wrap to the show.
Yeah.
Well done. Nice little way to
We go get a wee coffee now.
a wee coffee now, and you can go back to Derry with yourself.
Bye.
Cheers, guys.